Okay, so part two, vehicle interiors. It's Mitsubishi Montero Generation 3. What do we have on the right side here? On the right side here we got this switch. Okay, it's a windshield wipers. It's a windshield wiper switch. And this is fast. So this is fast. So fast is like, ching, 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 ching. So your wipers, wiping really fast, or wiping intermittent is intermittent. INT means intermittent, and this thing just kind of rotates around. You can select whatever you want. That's that. Anything else this thing does? Is that highlights, or is that the other side? I'm not sure. It's off, intermittent, low, and high. Okay, very good. So what else do we have? Let's move on to this part over here. This part over here, we got the instrument panel, or center console dash. At the top left here, you have a flashers. So emergency warning flashers. So in case of emergency, you hit that button right there, flashers, and you got all the flashing lights on your car so nobody hits you. So that's that. Looks like below that we have a large air vent. This is kind of a luxury car, and you can really tell when you look at it, you can really get the sense that it's a luxury car. It's definitely a luxury car, what they're going for. The size of things, like if you step into a Bentley, everything is pretty big, and the large size, that's a part of the luxury. If you have a really tiny little car, it's going to be very efficient, but it's not going to give you the luxury feel, the large protection, kind of the size of everything. So this is pretty big, very large. There's this large kind of air vent here. Big air vents there, and a lot of air can come out of there. And there's one on the other side. This is locked, and this is open. So this is the switch to open the air vents here. So this is closed, that's open. And that would be open, and that's closed. Okay, so another air vent, same thing on the other side, same switch. There's an interesting thing here in the middle, like a storage space. Probably put maybe some card here, credit card, parking card, something like that, maybe little keys. Could be done a little better. They could probably get done a better job with this, but what else can they really do? It's just like a little storage compartment that you don't really know what to do with. You can kind of put credit cards or keys or something in there. Even quarters for parking meters. But the thing is, it makes a lot of noise rumbling around there when you're actually driving, so it's not that useful. On top of there this is a screen. So for the first time, we have a screen here instead of the popular gauges like altimeter, stuff like that, since it's a kind of off-road vehicle. So we have an actual screen. The screen and display, you can switch it between different modes. So technical and electronics, that kind of thing. That looks pretty good with just a clock. And the date is a calendar, that's useful. Okay, next. What is next? So, we have below that, this is I think this is a two-din. You go to the auto mechanic, they'll tell you about that. Is this two-din? Looks like two-din. 1, 2. The top is the actual stereo. So you got a CD player. You can insert your CD player right there, and it'll go in there. Grabs the CD player. It says right there, Infinity, good quality CD player. And below that is the air vents. So below that we got some air vents. Turn it on. Hot, cold. So below that's the air vents. It looks really different than before. Before it was a slider, chung chung, and the old kind of ching 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 ching. And this is probably an improvement because it's got this round thing like this. So yeah, okay. That's air vents. Shut it all down. A little thing here. Shut it down. Leave it off. Okay. So next below that, we have below that another. It says actually one din storage compartment. Put sunglasses in there. Some sunglasses there. Very good. And one din little storage compartment. 1 DIN means you could put whatever, a CD changer or some other device over there, a cassette deck even. Some people put CB radio or whatever. That's a 1 DIN. Connects to the stereo system if you need to. So below that, I have a... This is traditionally like a cigarette lighter thing. A cigarette lighter plug. But since I don't smoke, we don't smoke. Store your quarters for the parking meter. Store the quarters for the parking meter. Remember, they say McGarrett. It's like making McGarrett the meter maid. Like, you don't make like the chief of the thing, like the guy who collects the quarters. McGarrett the meter maid. I remember that. Okay. On the right side here is a little thing. This little thing is a cigarette lighter plug. Goes right there, and you can charge your USB for cell phone. Charge your USB for cell phone. Should be very workable and has a purpose. This is rear air conditioning. Some other little switches here. And from the top down, this is what it looks like. This is, I think, heated seats. This is actual heated seats. Really cool. This is right side. And look at that. It's got high. It's high and low. So this is low, and this is high. And center is off. These are heated seats. The front seats. Volvo has heated. It's a pretty advanced car. It has heated seats. It's a luxury vehicle. It's a pretty seriously luxury vehicle. A lot of this stuff never had before. This is new advancements. I never had heated seats, so that's something completely new. So the heated seats right there. Okay, so let's take a look at the driving area here. Actual shifter. The shift knob or shifter. Okay? So the shift knob or shifter is right there. And it's got a little extra thing. So it goes down like this, and over here, and a plus and minus. So plus and minus is like a sports shift kind of thing. A lot of cars have that these days. P for parking, R reverse, N for neutral, D for driving. On the right side here, we've got 4 low, 4 high, 4H or high, and 2H. 2 high. So right now this is actually in 2 high. So 2 high means that you're in 2-wheel drive mode. So it's in parking, so you can go to reverse, neutral, driving, and when you go driving here, it's going to be in 2-wheel drive. Since this is in, it's 2 high, it's in 2-wheel drive. In 2-wheel drive here. So then you put it into neutral, and then this shifts into the 4-wheel drive to get 4-wheel drive. This goes down like this. Then over here, you have a really big cup holder, very good cup holder, and a smaller cup holder. 2 cup holders, ergonomic, designed nicely. Over here, and space, and a space for quarters, or whatever. For the first time we have more of a large, pretty good quality center console. So here's the center console. Big kind of armrest center console kind of thing. Very nice, really, really good. Very good quality, just a great center console. You can even put a cover, or have this refabricated, restitched if you want to, like fabric on it, And then this opens. And open. You have a compartment on top. Nice hinge. Compartment on top. Very useful. You can put pen and paper or whatever. Cell phone. It's going to be out of the way so nobody can see it. Then close it. And then open the big one. It opens underneath. And now the whole one underneath is opening. And now you have a pretty good size compartment for whatever. Small purse. Whatever your stuff. Cell phones with chargers, all kind of tablet computer, because this is the age of the tablet computer. Now there's tablet computers. Back in 1997 there were no tablet computers. Not really, not very popular. It's got an interesting two-tone here. It goes black up to here, and gray up to here. Hinges in back there. Something 8 or 10 inches down there. There's another cigarette lighter plug outlet right there. Lock this. Secure, has a nice locking sound. Your stuff is going to be safe. Let's go over here and take a look. The right side on the Montero is a very incredible feature. Just an unbelievable feature. Really incredible. On the right side here. Has Generation 3 Montero only. Has 2 glove boxes. Has one on top and one on the bottom. If you don't believe me, you can just check it out yourself. I'll show it right away. This is the top glove box, right here. You got your parking sticker in there, parking permit, and everything. Top glove box, and bottom glove box. Bottom glove box, keep your license and registration, right there. And that's, I actually have some gloves in there because it's a glove box. So this is the bottom, and this is the top. 2 glove boxes. So smaller items can go on top and larger items can go on bottom. Airbag is on top, just where those little division line is right there. It's an airbag, SRS airbag. On the right side, on the top of the right side there, where that paneling is, it's air vents. Those are air vents. And the speaker is down below. And there's a small speaker in the corner there. A tweeter style speaker. So the actual tweeter. The very high sounds. So that's a speaker system right there in the corner. That's something new for the Montero. Never have we seen that before on the Montero. A little speaker right there in the corner. Right, that little corner right there has the tweeter in that little corner. Little tweeter speaker. You can see it. Large mirrors to see the back. Large mirrors right there. These are really good mirrors. Very good quality. Just big. Definitely feel like you're in a luxury car with mirrors like that. We're going to go to the next part. More Mitsubishi Montero Generation 3 coming up.